Hello everyone, welcome to the SonarQube tutorial today. Okay, today I am going to explain about the SonarQube. So we are going to use this uh, source code for scanning purpose. Okay, let's go for the SonarQube official website. SonarQube. We actually basically we need two types of downloads here. One is SonarQube tool and another one is the SonarQube scanner. Okay, Sonar Scanner CLI. Just go to those pages. So first one we need to download the SonarQube. So in the SonarQube there are different versions like developer version, enterprise version, data center edition. So but the community edition is free. We need to download this one, and we need some scanner also for scanning this thing. Actually SonarQube tool itself is not a scanner, but it here there is a separate scanner for scanning the code. So we need to download this one also. So let's go for the CLI scanner. So there are different types of scanners for .NET and for Java code and for Maven, Gradle. There are different types of scanners. So this is for basically this is for PHP, Python sort of uh, codes only. So we are basically running this code on the Windows, like, so we are downloading this Windows 64. Actually I have downloaded previously because these are large files and I have kept these files in my system. You can see this is the code which we are going to scan, and I have unzipped this thing. So basically we will be receiving codes in the format of zip only. So sometimes zipped format also will be getting the code, and sometimes we'll be getting the access for GitHub repository, jar files. So multiple types of file we are getting for scanning. So in this case we have a zip file. We have extracted this thing and go for the SonarQube tool. So I have downloaded and created a separate folder in the C drive, and I have extracted both those things. So first one is the SonarQube tool and second one is the SonarScanner. So the SonarScanner which we need to access from any location. So so for that one I have added this for the environmental variables. So basically with this bat scanner only we are scanning this thing. So I have added this bat file for the environmental variables. I will show you that one also. So before showing that one, I'll quickly run the SonarQube tool. Meanwhile I'll show you these things. Okay, because SonarQube will take some time for up and running. So just go for the SonarQube bin and Windows 8664. So we need to run this as an administrator to avoid any other permission errors. So sometimes if we run this thing with a normal user, so it doesn't have any sort of privileges, so there may be some errors showing up. So for that thing we need to run this as a sonar with the administrator privileges. Okay, and let's go for that environmental variables, right? So I'll show you that environmental variables also. So we need to add that sonar scanner for the environmental variables, and for adding for environmental variables also you need administrator privileges. So here you can see I have added this SonarQube uh, SonarQube scanner for the environmental variables, which is in the C drive sonar CLI, which is the same path which I have showed you previously. See, this is the path I have added for that one, and let's go for that code. So we need to scan the code, right? So we are going for that one. So meanwhile cancel this thing, we don't require right now. So I'm opening the code which we need to scan, so which is the offline IMAP master. So I'm opening this thing. Actually I downloaded this from the GitHub, which is freely available. You can download if you want. So this is the location where the code is present, right? So we need to scan that code from this location only. So for that we need to open the CMD and run as administrator. So now the CMD location is like a Windows System 32, but our code is in the offline mapper downloads folder. We need to change directory. So for that we'll give the command cd and that path CLS. So we can see we are now on that path. So once this tool is up and running, so now yeah, the SonarQube tool is up and running. Let's go for, so actually that SonarQube tool is running in the 9000 volt by default. If you want, you can change also, but I'm not changing it. So basically when we first log in into the system, the default login details will be admin only. So after that it will ask you for changing, so I have already changed that thing. So I'm clicking on the login. So when you are first logging into the system, the interface will be like this only. Now we are having the code locally, so we'll be creating a local project. So create a local project. So I will say you can keep whatever the name you want. Better to keep that project name itself here, but I'll say test here. Create a project. Now the project is creating. Okay, our code is locally, so we are scanning this one. Better to keep this to 90 days, because sometimes in the organizations when the first scan is coming and for the retest, they will take nearly 60 days. So better to keep it as 90 days. Okay, continue, and we can see there is a token generated for this particular project, and there are different types of project languages. Basically we have Maven, Gradle, JS, TS. So our scanner which we have downloaded is basically for Windows, Python, PHP language. So we need to run this command. So let's go copy this command. Okay, and we need to run that command from this location only, and make sure that the command prompt is having administrator privileges, because sometimes if you run this with the low privileges, it will throw some errors. So let it run. Meanwhile I'll explain what these two. So you can see there are .NET Core and .NET Framework. There are different types of scanners we can see. Okay, .NET Framework also we can see, you can see that there is a different exe file, because there is a different scanner. Previously we had downloaded CLI, right? But for this .NET we have different SonarScanner for .NET. Okay, if you go for this one, you can see there is a different one. .NET Core, .NET Framework 4.6.2. This is a different tool. If we download that zip file exactly, which will look like same CLI scanner only. Let's go there. So this is a CLI zip file. In the same way we will be down, if we download this Sonar Framework one, it will be the same zip file. It will be like same zip file only. So once we need to download this one, and we will be adding the same environmental variables, and we'll be running the same commands which is showing in the SonarQube. Okay, so right now we don't need all these things, because we are good to better with that with the current things. Okay, see, new analysis is in progress. Actually SonarScanner, it is completed execution, but now we can see, yeah, you can see that test is passed. Once the scan here runs successfully, means it will take some time, like some 20 seconds or 30 seconds. So it will show up these results here. You can see there are in the overview we can see the reliability, maintenance, duplicity, and etc security hotspot. We have nothing to do with these things and all. Basically we need to deal with the security hotspots. When we go for the security hotspots, you can see actually this is a small code. That's why you got only 13 security hotspots. Okay, along with this them there are denial of service attacks. Make sure the regular expressions which are used are flagged as a vulnerable, and cryptographic failures, there is a pseudo random number generators. So there is an issue with the random this random library, so we need to remove that thing. And there is some http protocols used here. And in others, hashing data is like they are using some SHA-224 like that. So it flagged some issue with the SHA-224. So they are basically we need to analyze this, whether this SHA-224 is safe or not, or else we need to tell them like SHA-256 and all. But for my knowledge, this thing seems to be a false positive, because SHA-224, actually SHA-224 is not a correct thing. So we are reporting this thing. So like that we need to analyze each and everything and all. So sometimes if you scan the bigger code, so it will be around some GBs and all. Sometimes it will be a few hundreds of MBs also. But here in our case, we see this code is only 2.89 MB, because it is a sample code. We are having only not even a 3 MB of code. So but whenever in the organization, whenever you are getting some code, means you will be getting some hundreds of MB, and sometimes in GBs of code. In that time, the SonarQube tool will flag some hundreds of security, hundreds and thousands of security hotspots. And apart from this, you need to check that issues also. There are some security issues. We can see that in the security issues, we need to see what are all the issues, change the code as a stronger protocol. So basically this will be sometimes covered in the security hotspots only, mostly. So you can go and see like what are all the issues and all. So there is a TLS and SSL is not configured for this one. So they are recommending to change this protocol and all. So we need to report them as it is reported. So how we need to report means it is the file path, and it is a line number. So in this file path and this line number, there is a some error, like in this bundled impl 2 python file, in the line 2478, there is a regular expression. We need to change this thing. So you can see that. So this here we need to type the 24 like number 2478 like that. If the same file contains of more two or more paths, we need to give in the same format 4786 4589 like that one. We will be reporting this thing along with the screenshots. Okay, this is how the SonarQube tool works, and SonarQube scanner will be working. For basically we need two types of things. One is SonarQube tool, which is for the dashboard and overview giving, and you will be seeing and reporting the things. And another one is like SonarScanner, which is used for purely scanning purpose. So better to keep those in the separate folder. You can, if you want, you can keep them in the wherever you want, but better to keep that in the same folder, because if you keep them in the downloads folder, sometimes downloads may overwhelm and you will miss out those folders. Sometimes by mistakenly you may be deleting this SonarQube. So for safer side, I have kept this in the C drive. Okay, this is how SonarQube will work, and I hope you understand how SonarQube will work. If you have any doubts, please feel free to comment down. I'll answer all the questions. Thank you.